Hi, guys. Um, Obviously, good game for us today. So, questions?
What did you think of the way Nate came out and pitched tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought he got a little bit tired there in the last inning, the sixth inning, but he did exactly what we needed him to do. Commanded his pitch as well. Obviously his fastball first pitch of the game's 100. That makes it pretty nice. So, but he threw some good splits, some really good curveballs. Cutter was good. So I thought everything, he did was exactly what I think he wanted and what we wanted from him.
Ron, to let him go 89 pitches in game one, I mean, how much confidence did you have in him tonight? And was that the plan going in to let him get that high?
Yes, we thought he could get up to 100. So, and I think the effort is more in a game like this than the last time he pitched. I know it is. So, even though he's one of those guys that can give you the effort no matter where it is, I still think there's a little bit more in a game situation and a real game. And so we didn't really want to get up to 100. We wanted to keep it below that.
Ron, just going through the game, the preparation, everything about this sort of weird situation, was it what you sort of expected for the first regular season game?
Well, yes, it was what I expected. The only thing you don't expect is when I knew our offense was good and we've been swinging the bat well, but obviously you don't expect them to come out. And in my mind, I'm not thinking we're going to score that many runs, but guys just continued to swing the bats great and we got the good pitching. So to start like this, I mean, for me, it's kind of nice that the first one goes like this and I can get a couple guys in the game. We got Otto's in the game, got Lucroy behind the plate. So Lynn at short. So I thought that was all good.
Ron, what about seeing Jose Peraza do what he did tonight, 4 hits? You obviously were very impressed during summer camp with him, and that now continues into game 1 of the season. Yeah,
sure did. And he doesn't waste a lot of time. And first pitch, if he sees it and it's in there, he rips it. So, so I know that's big for him. I think with the confidence and just to continue on that, knowing that what he did, the changes that he made in his swing carried over, through the first part where we played the inter-squad games right into the Toronto series and right into this opening day. So like that's all that's very important when you're working and making changes.
Ron, you talked about the importance of Pilar before the game. How much do you think he can, impact you guys over the course of time?
Well, sure did today. So, and it started really with the first catch on the first batter. He got a great jump, goes back. This is a tough field to play because you keep thinking you're going to run into the wall, and it's so far out there. But made a nice play there, and then with the really good offense. So, I still have to figure out how we're going to rotate the outfielders, the 4 outfielders, or it's not necessarily a rotation, I guess I shouldn't say, but he's going to be out there as much as we can get him out there. And when he swings the bat this well, I certainly would like to have him out there as much as I can.
Ron, it seemed like earlier in the game, Nate was going fastball, cutter, cutter mixed it. Then toward the end, he went, started mixing in a little bit more stuff. Was that sort of the flow of the game? How'd you see that?
Yeah, that goes by what Vasquez is seeing behind the plate. It goes by what Nate is feeling. If he feels a little bit more with that curveball and he throws a couple that are good, then he's going to go to it more often. The split, the ball that he gave up off the wall that scored the run was actually a decent pitch. It was a pitch that was probably a little bit off the plate outside. And so all his pitches and the mix of it, it makes it so tough when a guy's throwing that hard and then he's got a split and a curveball and the cutter. And so he's got all these weapons that can get you out and it makes it tough.
Just add up on that. You mentioned the arsenal of pitches, just 7 swinging strikes that he had tonight. Are you guys fine with that? Just in terms of him being such a power pitcher and not having that many swinging strikes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. The hard part is when they start filling off a bunch of balls. Iglesias did it, and because he's got such good stuff, you foul off 5-6 pitches, and if you have a lot of guys doing that, all of a sudden your pitch count gets up there pretty high. So, but I'm okay. It's just it's tough to square him up consistently, and sometimes you just don't get a lot of swings and misses that way. But everything was good on his end.
Ron, the other day you said that you didn't anticipate that anybody would kneel for the national anthem. I'm just kind of wondering what changed. Obviously, there are a few guys that decided to do that tonight.
Right. Well, I got a call, or I actually got a text last night from Jackie to let me know what he was doing. I talked to him this morning, and then Goody came in today. We had a coaches meeting, and he actually told a little story about his mom and what she went through when she was young, and felt like that he should kneel. And same thing on our part. We support these guys and their decisions. And I think I saw Verdugo on a knee too. So these are all personal decisions, and they mean different things to different people. And we're supporting everything that's going on right now. And Jackie, the type of person he is, I don't know if you guys have spent much time talking to Tom Goodwin, but it doesn't get much better than these guys. And so anything we can do to help them and to realize that there needs to be changes made, that this country has been, it's a great country, and yet we have this issue of the the equality that needs to get better, and the divisions that we have, and by recognizing it, we feel like we're supporting a change that needs to happen.
Hey, Ron, are you happy to see baseball players maybe being willing to do that? I think, relative to the NFL, WNBA, women's soccer, maybe baseball players seem to have maybe been more hesitant to speak out on those things. Do you think it's a good sign that it's happening now?
Well, what I think is a good sign is I think that because, in some of the reasons why, why I don't kneel is it's because of the freedoms that we have, that I know, all that have fought for this country to give us those freedoms, and to allow Jackie to kneel and to allow Goody to kneel. And I think that's important. I think that the freedoms we have, some countries don't have this. And I think that we live in a great place, but it doesn't mean that there doesn't need to be change. And because of this, you have guys that can demonstrate, which is what we're all about. And by the demonstration, hopefully it reaches enough people that there is a change.
Okay, guys, if there's nothing further for Ron, we have Nate Evaldi on the other Zoom waiting upstairs.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.